Because that makes my life so much easier, you guys. Editing on YouTube is a pain in the arse. It is not easy at all. So I'm transitioning into business and I'm excited. So I think Joy might be the only one who kind of knows what's going down. Um, and we're both pretty stinking excited. And I know Elise is going to be excited about this because she's on the same direction. But we are putting into action basically like a 90-day push. And for anyone who's like, oh, 90 days, you break it down. We take one day at a time, quite honestly, but we can also be 1 month at a time. And I know like this is technically like November, December, January. However, I didn't want to wait to launch this because I'm excited and I know that a lot of really fun, good stuff is coming. And it's Magic Week. So, like, Plexus dropped right when I was like ready to jump. And so I was like, yes, I'm going to grab all this and we're going to roll. Okay, so, and I want to give you kind of some vision around what this 90-day push is going to be about, because to me, it always needs to be about something greater. When we're working towards the greater good, there's so much more impact, excitement, all of that. I talk about this pretty regularly, I feel like. So when I went Emerald, it was a 6-year long clawing my way to Emerald. Yeah, I was stoked. Of course, who wouldn't be? But quite honestly, I got way more excited and emotional and all of the things. And I know Joy is like me in reverse in this thought process, but her achieving senior Ruby that day was my like, oh my gosh, she did it. Like, that's really what it was about for me. That was the big thing. And I know Joy, for her, it was like, oh, that was not my big moment. But that's because she did it. So like I went Emerald, but I helped her, like I helped somebody else achieve something big. Right? It's not for our own glory. It's how do we like when we help someone else, it feels so much better. So my big vision in this,
Well,
go ahead.
I'll just chime in. It was exciting helping you go Emerald.
See?
That's yes, it was, but also it was like, oh, what did we just do? But yeah,
That was
I
that. If you
did
guys
too.
remember May when we like signed, we had put like 50 something orders through the last few days of May. Do you guys remember that? I swear the like May 31st, I was like, what happened? I blacked out. We put like 35 orders through that day or something bananas. And it was like 9 p.m. I was still on a call, like putting in orders at 9 p.m. Like got off the call at 9:15 and I was like, who am I? What's my name? That's kind of how us going Emerald / Senior Ruby went. That day was crazy. But okay, so what the vision is in 90 days is we would be a Sapphire team. And if you guys saw my points, if anybody else saw my points, they'd be like, girl, you great. Because we have to more than double. Okay, so Emerald is 1,500 points, Sapphire is 3,000. I have not retained Emerald, so we have to hit 1,500 before we can go to 3,000, right? But essentially, if we're looking at a roughly a 500 point, just over 500 point growth every month. And if you break that down, that's 100 people a month. If you break that down further, there's like just on this Zoom, and there's more people, there's 9 of us. If we all between ourselves and our team bring in 10 in a month for the next 3 months, that's 100 people. And there's more than us on the Zoom sharing. I've signed more than 10 people in 1 month. I know you guys could all do it. And you might be like, I've never signed more than one person in a month. Doesn't
It's
matter.
You can do it. I did
can
8
do
to
it.
10 in May, June, and July.
Yeah, we can all do it. Okay. I know, like Amanda's like, I can do it. I've done it. I can do it. I don't care if you think my funnel is dry. And I can't hear you for some reason. There's
How about
more
next-
people. There, I can hear you now.
Oh.
There are billions of people on this planet. We're never done. Okay, so this is my vision, and there's no way it's going to happen if I don't come to you guys and share it. And part of my vision is helping a couple people here also go Emerald. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, like, I don't want to ride up to Sapphire by myself. Absolutely not. I want to create a Sapphire team, and you guys, we would be breaking records by this growth, by doing this. And I wouldn't come to any other team with like, we're going Sapphire in 3 months. Because y'all are my peeps. I want to do this with you guys, and I want to see golds and rubies and senior rubies and emeralds all along the way. Susan, we need a silver too. Susan hasn't gone silver yet. We're going to see some silvers. We're going to see all of it. Like, it is just going to be raining promotions, raining bonuses, all of that. So,
And we'll all be celebrating in Punta Cana with this, ladies.
Oh, we're all going to be in Punta Cana for sure. Golds, raining golds, like, bring on the golds. We're going to be going to gold school. We're going to be Elise will, like, the ruby's going to go to Rubies on the Rise. That one was freaking phenomenal. When you guys all hit Ruby on the Rise is incredible. Punta Cana is February 17th to the 20th. Yeah, right? Yeah.
Yep. Andy already put in his request off, so I have to go.
Everyone needs to get their passports too. Do not forget your passport, because that can be like a 3-month ordeal. So put in now for that. I would assume you can break, like, honestly, the best time to travel with a baby
Is with a newborn.
is a newborn. I went to convention when JD was 3 weeks old. 3 weeks. Everyone else thought I was crazy, and I'm like, y'all are crazy for thinking I'm crazy, because this is the easiest time ever to travel with a baby, because you just wrap them up and they're either eating or sleeping. Easy. So easy. And you've got 9 mamas on here to help take care of the baby. Joy enjoyed her like time off last weekend. Okay, so are you guys excited? Am I freaking the crap out of anyone? No, we're ready to roll. Okay.
We're ready to roll.
We're ready to roll. Okay. So you guys, we believe, yes. Okay. So this is what we need in order to make that happen. We need to believe, we need to be excited, and we need to show up like this every day. And I know there's some days where that's freaking hard, and every once in a while we need our mental health day. You don't need a passport, I believe, for babies. I don't know if someone else can answer that. We'll figure it out, Kirsten. Just get your butt to Punta Cana, and we'll get it all figured out.
I read somewhere that newborns, you just have to have their birth certificate.
That's what I thought. Yeah. Just get that.
That's a lot of research.
Amanda's your girl. If you need anything about traveling and just ask Amanda.
Except for Elise, I have not booked our room yet. Life happened.
I'll order more.
It's okay. So part of the way to keep the hype and to keep the excitement is action. You have to take action. And I will sit here and tell you all day long that I fail to take the right action sometimes, and I get down, I get in my head, I get frustrated. I'm literally today pulled out of that. Like, the last week I was just kind of like and today I was like, let's roll. I'm sick of that. Michelle 2.0 needs to come showing up for Magic Week. Okay. You create your own fire, you create your own magic. Have a dance party, whatever you need. I'm going to tell you, move your body. Michelle 3000. Yeah. Michelle 3000 is what's coming. So we'll go Sapphire in 3 months. Holy Spirit, activate. The devil's getting in the back seat because we're going to take him for a ride.
Amen.
We are cruising pedal to the metal. He's going to fly out of the car. Let's be real. Joy 1.5K. Yes. Joy Emerald. Do you have your emerald sitting next to you? There's the emerald. I love it.
Hold on. I don't know if you guys can hear this, but there's a song that says "Bring That Fire."
Are you playing it?
Can you hear it or no?
No. You can drop it in the chat though. What I'm kind of calling this, Joy kind of came up with this. I was telling her about this the other day and she starts laughing and she goes, "I'm sorry." I'm like, "I don't know what you're sorry about." And she's like, "I'm singing in my head. Push it. Push it good. Push it real good." And so we're calling this the push it. The 90 day push it. And
Push it, get bump, dun, 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 dun.
Okay, so if you need a hype, we're going to be doing that song. You're going to just turn that song on and Elise is going to give us a Bring That Fire by Warhol. So what is it? It's by Warhol, I'm guessing. Bring That Fire. We can drop that one too, but we're going to bring the fire. We're going to bring the excitement. So how are we going to do this? That's kind of like the question, right? Well, like, cool, we've been working, but like, where's the fire? You are the fire. We are the fire. Like, we bring the fire, we bring the excitement. So some of the things we're going to be doing is we're going to be having a lot of Zooms, power hour Zooms, that kind of stuff, to come and work together, because it is so much fun when you're doing it with other people. I kind of already started this. A couple of you guys came up to my house and we worked together. We're going to have more in-person work sessions. I'm thinking about I might try and see if we might do one on Sunday if you guys are available. I was thinking about putting that out for people that work. We can do a Sunday, maybe this coming Sunday. If y'all are available, you can let me know. But more time together on Zoom, in person, all of that. That's part of it. And then I also have 2 different IPA options for you. Let me see. So IPA is income producing activities, if you don't know what that means. And I don't know if I have one of them. I don't. Hold on. I think I'm going to have to pull this up from my chat with Joy. Here we go. Okay, I'm going to share my screen with you guys because I want to talk through this really quick. Stop. Okay, can see it? Okay, perfect. So we have 2 options when it comes to your IPA. We need to all be committing to at least an hour a day or 5 hours in a week. That's not very much. And this, like I said, an hour a day or 5 hours in a week. If you're someone who is working and has a crazy big busy schedule, all of that kind of stuff, like you're working probably Monday through Friday. So maybe we grab 1 hour on Tuesday and 3 hours on Saturday and 1 hour on Sunday. Like, you can break that up however it works. In those times, those slotted times, we are working very intentionally. Okay, so this is an option for you for what your work time can look like. Like, this is ideally set up for 5 hours a day. You can pick the days. 15 minutes where you're adding new Facebook friends or Instagram followers. You're engaging, which basically means like you're going to people's page, you're commenting, you're in their stories, commenting, sending messages, that kind of thing. Engaging, leaving value. and presenting the Plexus opportunity to 1 to 3 people. So the opportunity can be business or products. This is your money maker. These 15 minutes are like non-negotiable. Okay. You got to fill the funnel and you got to make the ask. Then your next 15 minutes is you have to become relevant to people. So you need to post in your feed. So that would be like on Facebook, on Instagram. We're not a like Plexus advertisement page. So we need to post personal and Plexus. Ignore the use post idea groups because we don't have one of those groups. But this is where if you need an idea, you can go to Facebook and you can search for something. And type in anything you want and you'll find something.
Or just ask us.
Or you can
Just
ask
ask
somebody.
us.
You can ask somebody. One thing I would do is I share, there is a way where you can save posts. So today I actually saw like 5 posts that I really liked from various different people and I saved them and I have a little folder. We all have the folder. We all have a place on Facebook where you can just go click on saved. And it pulls up all the posts you've ever saved. So when I'm like, I have no inspiration, I have no idea what I'm going to post, I go there and I borrow some ones and I make it my own. Post in your stories 3 times. This is personal and Plexus. This is your life. Show your face. If you guys haven't noticed, Elise, Joy, and I are doing this every day. We go live and we show our face and talk every single day. People want to know who you are, and that's a way to do it. So that's 15-minute chunk. The next 15 minutes is following up with potentials, and there's different ways you can follow up with them, right? You can invite them to a various different event we're hosting. You can offer to give them a sample or do like the drink swap. Ask them if they're ready to order. Like sometimes we just need to straight up say, hey, do you want to do this or not? Are you ready? What else do you need? Do you have any other questions to help you make this decision? So that's going to be your follow-up time. And then the last 15 minutes is taking care of what you already have. We need to retain because we don't want to be signing up 300 people every month. Well, we do, but we want the other 300 still around.
We want it with growth if that's happening, not just
exactly
retaining.
So with the customer care piece, you need to follow up with your new people first. They're going to be the most important to continue to grow, like make sure they're being consistent, make sure they're taking the products. How can you troubleshoot with them? Recommend new products, all of that kind of stuff. Make sure they're on Pivotal. How much water are they drinking? Are they pooping? All of those great things. Your new people, the first month, no questions asked. You need to be touching in at least once a week. I like to do the first 2 months is at least once a week, to be honest with you. And then after that, it's like 1 to 2 times a month. You can kind of just dip in, but we're always having things. There's always ways to reach out of like product of the month. Here's our community coaching call. Like there's always things to touch into. So that's kind of the customer care part. And also connecting with your leaders in there as well. You need to grow this with other people. And so tapping in and saying like, hey, what are you working on? Hey, how can I help support you? Hey, let's put up a post, giving them ideas and supporting them and where they're like, hey, do you want to bring me into any 3 messages? You know, those kinds of things. So this is an option for what your day can look like. And this is your minimum. Okay. This is an hour. If you say you only have like 1 or 2 customers, it's not going to take you 15 minutes to do your customer care. So guess what? You're going to go back and you're going to spend the rest of that time doing something of value. I would go back to the first 15 minutes because that is of the most value. Okay. So does anyone have questions on this real quick? No. Okay. I'm going to pull up. So I told you there was 2 options. This is option number 2. Maybe. Oh, it's back here. Okay. It's not quite as big as I wanted. Hold on. I'm gonna see if I can make it bigger so you guys can see it. Oh, okay. We'll try that. Can you guys kind of read it? I'll read it anyways. So this is if you like to do batch work instead. So what that would mean is instead of every day adding people, sending like what I just ran through would be a day. That's your work session for a day. This is batch where you look at more like a week and you pick one day and you're like, one day I'm going to add 15 friends or followers. I'm going to, in one day or 2 days or 3 days, do it more in a batch where I'm going to send all of my messages and invite people to look at the business or the products. You're going to pick a day to do your customer care. Follow-up Friday is a thing. Like you can do follow-up Friday. So Fridays you spend, say, an hour checking in on all of your customers, making recommendations, seeing how they're doing, that kind of thing. So this would be more if you're like, I need to batch work. I work better doing batch work, whatever that is. You're still looking at 5 hours in a week minimum. However, you're having a more of a focus in those 5 hours of this, this chunk of time. I'm doing all of my reach outs. I'm doing all of my friend requests. There are some things you will have to do on the daily, and that's why it says daily, post in your feed, post in your stories. Those still need to happen every day, but you don't necessarily need to every single day add 3. We can instead add 15 on one day. Okay, so you can pick kind of which one works best for you. Maybe one day you're doing one of them and maybe the next week you're doing the other one. Okay, you can kind of go back and forth, but I kind of want you to look at these and pick what's going to work best for you. This would be looking at these 5 hours a week. I'm going to stop sharing real quick. Oh, I actually says down here, I put a little growth section. It says, want to grow faster, double everything, triple everything. So if you want to grow faster, if you want to go bigger, if you want to go emerald in 3, 4, 5, 6 months, you're going to have to work a hell of a lot more than 5 hours a week. I'm not sorry about saying that. Like, no matter what anyone wants to say, this is not a get rich quick kind of thing. If you want to make 6 figures, guess what? You got to work. So that is kind of part of the pieces of the puzzle. What I want you guys to do is look at your schedule and figure out where are those 5 hours minimum going in and schedule it in. Every week, you know what your schedule looks like. Your schedule could change every week. That's totally fine, but it needs to be scheduled in and you need to be doing the homework. With that, you doing your homework, I will be leading some, Joy will be leading some, I'm sure Elise is going to be leading some. The leaders are going to be doing, you get a weekly Zoom with us. It's basically like a coaching Zoom, 20 to 30 minute coaching Zoom every week. We're going to touch base. It's a one-on-one. So like Tiffany and I get 20 minutes together. We're going to go over what she's working on, any like hiccups that she's running into, kind of how to work on it, getting her goal set, all of that kind of stuff. So every week we get a check-in. And if for some reason you get missed, say, hey, Joy, I need to schedule my call. I want to Zoom with you. I want to go over my goals. I want to go over how things are going. I need your help with this. Ownership. Exactly. Okay. So don't hesitate, because there's a lot of people around here. We got to try and keep track of all the people. Sometimes people fall through the cracks. So we're going to be having those weekly Zooms and check-ins, as well as like the big group ones, our coaching calls, all of that. So like helping you reach your goals. We're going to set goals for you together, and we're going to work towards those together to hit the goals as a group together. Does that all make sense? I want to make sure I'm not losing you. I feel like the hype might be dying. Who's excited? Hey! Okay, we're back. We're back. IPA got a little tiring. I know it's not necessarily like the most exciting piece, but that's what makes this all happen. Sometimes you got to do the to make it like, whoo. And I like, you can make that IPA as fun as you stinking want. You can be jamming out to some worship music and sending voice messages like I do. I went for a walk today. I was out walking my dog. The movement really helps me get excited. I went and I had lunch and I did some squats and I was doing some like squat twists. And then I came in, I was like, all right, time to work. You you decide what it looks like. If you want to show up and be like, all right, Michelle told me to do my IPA. Woo! That's how it's going to come across to the people on the other side. I sent like 5 business reach outs today and got 2 immediate responses that were like, I absolutely want to talk. This sounds amazing. And so I have 2 phone calls scheduled from 5 messages. Yeah. And it was because I came in and I was like, all right, let's hype this up. Okay. Okay. Real quick. Shoot, there's something else I was gonna talk about. I don't know. I have one. Oh, I remember. One of the things with your goals each week, I want to come together and we are going to set dance party, then voice message or video. Exactly. Yes. Dance party and drink your active too. Yeah, I was also hitting the active. That helps. That helps. When you have more energy, you just are more excited. Let's be real. So every week we're going to be setting 3 goals together. We're going to do it as a group. You get your own 3 goals. So 2 of them are business. 1 of them is going to be personal, and it's a weekly goal. Okay. So it's Monday. I want to do this with you guys really quick. I want you all to set your 3 goals for the week. 1 is a personal goal. It can literally be anything you want. The world is your oyster on what this personal goal is. It can be, I'm going to drink more water. I'm going to get 8 hours of sleep. I'm going to have sex with my husband. I'm going to move my body for 20 minutes every day. That can
Find a
include your
second
sex.
husband. No.
Like, I'm telling you that's your own personal goal. And then 2 business goals. Oh, hi, buddy. I should next time give a little. This is not going to be PG call. Strict.
The girls are in the other room. It's just Whitaker.
Okay, you're all good. And then your 2 business goals for this week, just this week. Okay. So set those. I want you guys to write those real quick. And then you're going to take a picture of it and you're going to drop it in whatever chat you want to, whatever team chat that you want to. There's a couple of them floating around. So you pick which one you want to put it in. It's mainly so I can see it. I can help support you guys on it.
Are you there?
Can you hear it? Yeah. You have something?
No, I just you got quiet all of a sudden. I'm like,
I'm
what's going
writing my
on?
goals down too. I'm
Oh,
doing it with you
well, my
guys.
phone did something weird, so I missed part of that, and I was like, what's going on?
Oh,
I'm
we're
sorry.
writing down our goals.
Okay.
If you guys didn't know, I practice what I preach. I don't tell you guys to do anything that I'm not doing or I'm not willing to do.
Can you repeat that again? What is included in the weekly goals? A personal goal, a business goal, and
2 business goals.
business goals.
2
and one
business goals and 1 personal goal. Can you guys hear Huckleberry? No? Okay. He's like right outside the door right here barking like crazy. Okay, so I'm gonna just tell you what mine are super quick. You guys finish yours, snap those, get them in our chat tonight. So my 2 business ones, I want to personally, these are just my level 1s. I want to assign 2 more people this week and I want to develop a silver. So those are my like personal business goals right there. And then my personal goal, I guess, is I want to journal every day. And that's actually kind of part of a challenge that I'm doing. Elise and I actually are both doing in our mastermind. Part of that is journaling every day, and it's a practice that I super love. And I like, it's literally, I can journal about anything I want, whatever I want. I get so much inspiration when it comes to my business when I journal on it, and I just let things flow, and it's really gotten me excited about a whole bunch of various different things, and that's kind of part of where this all came from too. So that's what I want to do is journal every day this week specifically, but just kind of working that. I'm starting with a small, like I'm going to do it every day this week because I want it to be a regular thing. I have to make it a small goal and then a bigger goal, and then it just becomes a habit, right? Okay, so that's something that we're going to be doing every week, is we're going to be setting those goals. You can do it on Sunday or Monday, whichever day you pick. But we're going to be all doing that together of 3 goals every week, 2 business, 1 personal. And then the last thing I want to touch base on kind of how we're going to create this growth is you guys all have to commit to this with me. You don't necessarily have to count it all out, but I think it makes sense. When you sign somebody up, you also need to commit to asking them about the business. So one of the ways that we do this is we repeatedly ask them, but we do it in a different way. It's like, how many times did you ask someone to try the products? How many times did you have to follow up with them before they ordered? It's the same with the business. And maybe you made one recommendation and they ordered something completely different after 5 months. So with the products, you can ask them to share 4 times in their first month, and it's always a different way. Until you get a yes, until they start doing it, it's a different way. So your first one could be something as simple as, who's going to do this with you? One accountability buddy. Your next one could be, hey, we're doing a business event. Will you come check it out? Your next one could be, you're having incredible results. I see so much potential in you. You really should look at the business. And I see you as one of my leaders. What would an extra $1,000 to $2,000 a month mean to you? Like, that's much bolder. We're getting bold here. Like, you can start bold and then go down, or you can go bold at the end, however you want, but touching base continuously. And it can be, wow, you've lost 10 pounds and you're no longer on your depression meds after 2 weeks. That is incredible. So many people are stuck in this space and need to hear this. Could I write that up as a post for you to share? That's asking them to share. Okay. So 4 times in their first month. Does that make sense to everybody? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Questions. Does anybody have any questions, comments, concerns, or snide remarks? I'm going to open up for snide remarks as I'm like, who's ready? Oh, guys, calm down.
All
Calm down.
right, I'll share my win for today since you so rudely ignored my comment or my
I
snide
forgot
remark.
to do our
There's my
giveaway.
snide
Yeah, they're still on here. What did I ignore?
I went to my doctor today. So for some of you that don't know, I had brain surgery in May, and one of my scars, my incisions opened up, and I've been dealing with the wound. And I've been seeing my doctor like 3 times a week, and then we're down to weekly. Well, today he said it's finally closing up, and I don't have to see him for 2 to 3 more weeks. This is such a big deal because when I started seeing this doctor a month ago, it was like the size of my thumb, the wound, and they were ready to take me into surgery and take the whole thing out of my brain and make me come back 3 months later to put it back in. So this is huge. Like, oh my gosh, I was so pumped.
That is amazing. I
excited.
totally didn't even see this.
Wow.
So glad I shared it.
I am too. I legit did not see you write that.
And I truly believe that Plexus had a very big hand in it, taking my probiotics, because I've been on antibiotics twice, and he always told me after every meeting, take your probiotics. And I've been drinking my Slim and doing all the things, and I'm healthy because I could not risk getting sick, because if I got sick, it would attach, the germs would attach to the metal in my head and it would never heal. So it all had to come out. So this is huge.
Oh my gosh.
If you can't tell, I'm excited.
I'm so happy for you.
Thank
That is
you.
so big.
Thank
Go
you.
Plexus.
Yes.
Oh,
Wow.
all right. I'm pumped. Kirsten, I have this cute little headband, Nike headband for you. I'll get it in the mail to you. Did you get your package, by the way? Kirsten? She might be busy, which is okay. Okay, so that
She
was
just message, but it said direct message to me. So
Oh.
it said she did.
oh, perfect.
There you
You're
go.
good. That I don't understand that direct every once in a while I get that weird direct message too. I'm like, I didn't select a person. Whatever. Yay. Okay. So we're gonna light some fires. This is happening. So I am gonna drop the different IPA options. I want you to tell me, you can message me directly on this, tell me which one you're gonna go with. And I want you to show me like where you're scheduling this into your life. Like I said, minimum of 5 hours, because that we need, like, you need to create growth. You're totally fine, Joy. The emerald needs to sleep, right? So that you guys have a couple tasks of set those goals. You're going to pick what IPA sheet you want to work off of. We're going to set our weekly check-in call. If you're under Joy, go ahead and work with her on that. I'm happy to jump into those, but she's going to be scheduling those calls as well. And oh, your schedule. Did I say that? I don't know if I said that. IPA sheet, schedule, drop your goals, and then we will set your Zoom, your one-on-one Zoom call too. Okay. And
Okay.
then right now we currently have our Zooms, our work with me Zooms, 10 to 11 Monday through Friday and Wednesday at noon. There's going to be some more options coming in. I know not everyone is at home working whatever they want. So we'll have some evening slots coming in. We're working on kind of getting all of that scheduled, but it's all like, we're off to the races. Today we signed like 3-4 people. I don't know. Someone else is supposed to be coming in. Like it's Magic Week, but I don't want it to be Magic Week. I want to be Magic 90 days. Yeah. You guys feeling the magic? I got the magic. Just gonna be singing the whole time and dancing.
They have are the trainings on replay?
They are,
Okay.
so they're actually in the Brand Ambassador
Facebook group.
Academy. So
Oh.
they go live in the Facebook group. So
Okay, so
they're
they'll be
gonna
recorded
stay
in
there.
there.
There,
Okay.
it was super short. It was, I think it was like 15 minutes all said and done, and part of that was just them talking about the specials happening right now. So it was pretty short, but it also, I sent you guys, well, in one of the chats, I don't know how many chats, too many. I sent snapshots of kind of what it was today. That was, the challenge was message 10 people a day for the rest of the week. I think it's Plexus Brand Ambassador Academy. Oops, I spelled academy wrong. I think that's what it is. So is 10 asked a day for this week, and there was a message, like a message idea in there as well with and it was more of a follow-up message. But a follow-up can be part of your ask. That kind of counts towards part of your ask. So, all right, that's what I have for you guys.
Thank you.
Whoop, whoop. You are welcome. I super love you guys. Let's do a 90-day push.
Thank you. I'm so excited.
I am too. And you just show up in your chats, show up in your conversation, show up in your life, on your feed, all of that with this excitement. And that is going to bring all of these enrollments, all of these promotions, all of the money that comes along with it. And I know all of us could use a little bit more moolah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Sorry, I forgot. It's still on me.
You're good. You're good. I like that. Oh yeah. All right. I will chat with you guys soon. Love you.
Love you too.
you.
Have a good one.